I worked as a night security guard for nearly 10 years, and nothing ever really shook me until the night I took the job at the abandoned St. Mary's Hospital. It had been closed for decades, left to rot after funding ran dry, its halls stripped of equipment and left to the rats and shadows. My duty was simple: patrol the perimeter, make sure no thrill-seeking kids snuck in, and log my rounds. Easy money, or so I thought. The first few nights were uneventful, though I hated being inside the building. The air was thick with mold and dust, and the fluorescent lights barely worked. Every creak of the walls and echo of my footsteps seemed magnified. But one night, while walking the third floor, I swore I heard something impossible. A cough. Not the scratch of rats or the moan of pipes. A human cough, weak and wet, coming from one of the darkened rooms. I froze. This hospital hadn't had a patient in 30 years. I told myself it was in my head, just a trick of sound. But when I turned to leave, I heard it again, followed by a whisper. "Nurse." My flashlight beam trembled as I stepped toward the sound. The door to room 3C was slightly ajar. My hand shook as I pushed it open, revealing a room stripped bare except for an ancient hospital bed in the corner, and lying on that bed was a figure, thin, frail, skin pulled tight over bones, but alive. The man turned his head toward me, his lips cracked, his eyes cloudy with cataracts. "You're late with my medicine," he rasped. Every instinct told me to run, but something rooted me in place. "Sir, this hospital is abandoned," I managed to whisper. His lips curled into a faint smile, revealing teeth blackened and broken. Not for me. I staggered back, but his arm shot out with inhuman speed, gripping my wrist. His fingers were ice cold, but his strength was impossible, crushing my bones until I screamed. "Don't leave me again," he hissed. The walls around us groaned, and suddenly, the room wasn't abandoned. Machines flickered to life, monitors beeped, IV bags dripped red liquid into his veins, the floor tiles gleamed white and sterile, the stench of antiseptic burning my nose. For a moment, I was standing in a hospital that shouldn't exist, a hospital still alive. When I ripped myself free and stumbled into the hallway, everything was dark again. The machines gone, the bed empty, but the sound of coughing followed me all the way down the stairs, echoing through the walls. I quit that job the next morning, but sometimes, late at night, I dream of St. Mary's. I hear the beeping monitors, the squeak of nurses' shoes, the whispers of patients who should have died decades ago. And always, in those dreams, room 3C waits for me. The hospital may be abandoned, but not everyone inside has left.